Folks, Arizona guy here. It's January 31st, 2023. Phoenix, Arizona. It is a beautiful 57 degrees. So let's enter into another episode of Let's Talk Cars Part 2. So many of you know I like Lincolns. So I've had two absolutely beautiful 1979 Lincoln Mark V's. .460 engine, fully loaded, Cartier edition. Those cars are the cars with the real long hood, and they drive so good. And to me, they're just beautiful luxury cars. But also, one of my favorite cars, and you guys are going to laugh, one of the favorite cars that I've had is a 1970 Buick Electra 225. I had a two-door gold color, had a 425 V8, fully loaded with those old plush 1970s era leather seats. I mean, the thing was absolutely beautiful. Of course, it only got about 10 miles, 11 miles a gallon, you know, because it was a big, old, heavy car. But that car drove so good. And it was, for a luxury car, it was powerful. That large V8 engine gave it enough power to move it down the road extremely easy. So that is one of my favorite cars of all time. 69, 70 Buick Electra 225. I love the body style. I love the grille. They just look really cool. But De Tomaso Panteras, if you guys have never been around a De Tomaso Pantera, they are awesome cars. I had one for a little while, 73. A buddy of mine had a 71, a red one. My other friend had a 72, yellow and black. It was really cool. And they're a combination of Ford and De Tomaso. But let me tell you, if you ever think about getting one, that time was 10 years ago, because the prices of them have skyrocketed so bad, and the parts for them have skyrocketed so bad. And then you also have to find a special person who is knowledgeable about Panteras that can work on it, because you're not going to take it to everyday Joe Blow garage to have work done on it. Kind of like doing a clutch replacement on a Ferrari 308. You're not going to let Al down at the local repair shop do the work on it. You have to have somebody qualified to work on cars like that. Anyway, I've had three really nice custom vans. 2 Dodges, and a Ford. And I come from the era of the boogie van. I love custom vans. I had a 75 Dodge, short wheelbase. It was a slant 6 with 3 on the tree, which I absolutely loved. No windows. Was painted white, and it had green laser stripes going up the side of it. And I had that thing for a long time. And then after that, I got a 79 Dodge Street Van that had the little porthole windows in the back that looked like a star. And that had a 360 in it. 360 V8 with a Torque Flight automatic. And it was a great van. I'd like to buy an old, you know, the flat nose ones like this, I don't know, 63, 64 Chevy without any windows in it, and turn it into a custom van. But I don't have the time, and today it would be very expensive to redo a 70s type boogie van, because everything is so expensive today. But I had a friend of mine that had one of those vans, and he put the engine in the middle of the van, coming up through the floor, and it was really awesome. Had a short little drive shaft like this. He made a clear plexiglass engine cover for it, and it was really badass, man. He had it painted black with flames on it, and I love that thing. So anyway, how many of you out there are into cars? I've had different kinds of cars my entire life. When I first moved to Phoenix from Michigan, I got out here and, you know, everything was pretty much rust free. I bought a 67 Ford Galaxy 500 two-door, and the 67 Galaxies to me are beautiful cars. I love the body style. I love the grille, the quad headlights. And mine originally had a 390 in it. That ran fairly well, but then for some reason it spun the cam. Took out the cam bearings, took off a couple lobes off the camshaft, so I sent the block out and had it redone, and I turned it into a 428. And it was an awesome car. I had that car probably 10 to 12 years. White with a red interior. And I sold it on eBay to a guy that lived in Norway. And when he received the car, it took like 2 weeks. It had to go to a dispatch in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And then it took like 2 weeks for him to receive it in Norway. And after he got it, he absolutely loved it. He couldn't believe how clean an Arizona car was. I mean, on that car you could still see where there were parts of like a factory sprayed undercoating on the frame and underbody on that car. It was so clean. No rips, no tears. The headliner was beautiful. I had Keystone Classic mags on it with white letter tires. grips on it. It sounded incredible. And I mean, it was a big car, and it would go fast at, in a straight line. But it did not handle very well because, well, those cars just don't. They weren't made for that. They're cruiser cars. But it was beautiful. And the guy that received it also loved it. And so now it's being driven in Norway. So anyway, folks, if you have a favorite car you want to tell me about, just leave a comment down below. I'm certainly not into any of the new cars. I think they all suck. I'm certainly not into the green environment cars. I mean, Tesla to me is the only one that makes sense. Because I think if you're going to buy an EV, Tesla is the best way to go. But I certainly don't want one. So anyway, folks, that's what I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Have yourselves a wonderful day. And give the video a like and please subscribe. Arizona Guy.